You not rocking around podcast, yo. Oh shit.
Big up to the fam, shouts out to the team. It's your boy, man, good.
Good. What up, good people? It's your Big Homie Hatchback Rounds podcast.
This your boy Caveman. Feeling good, living good.
What's good with it? This Rim, aka Cuzzo Rim.
About to pop on season 3. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Season 3 already?
I'm checking on 212. Looking forward to season 3.
Season 3, we live in effect, yeah.
Hitting with a cousin.
I keep my circle slim and grass trim. Can't let the serpents in. I circumvent. Crab niggas could get you murked for yen. Curtains tint, big ass motors, don't do Corollas. Tell my chauffeur pull over and pop your ass on the shoulder. Was rocking crack with the.
Big up to the fam, shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, then you already know what it is. 4 rounds, mainstream news, pop culture, and a little bit of family business. I'm your host, Benjamin S. Good. As always, got my rounds rocking with me. Hatchback of the ENT. Going by, call me what you want, just don't call me collect. Got Caveman 55. Got Cuzzo Rent. What's good with it, fellas?
Whoa,
what's up, man?
Back in here, happy Wednesday.
Put that on a shirt. You hear me?
Happy to be alive, baby. I'm still alive.
Give me water. No, you know.
See us.
Dog, what was that? Y'all ever see the video? Dude, he was all shot up. He was in the hospital. And he was like, I'm still alive. Y'all ever saw that? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, baby. I'm still alive.
Right.
Well, I see the energy seem like it's high, you know what I'm saying, out the door anyway, you know what I'm saying? I see Caveman coming out with the bad singing already trying to lead us to the top 4.
That's what that was?
Yeah, I see it. I'm already catching him, you hear me?
Thought nigga was stepping on somebody's foot or something, you heard me?
Sound like it, you know? Both said a bad as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, we back in the building. Caveman, look, I'm throwing this one on you too. Came up with this top 4 of the top 4 worst singers.
No.
So we gonna let you go ahead on and
that would be the bottom
4.
I'm gonna leave with it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna try to throw some people out there that's kind of was famous with it. So I'm gonna say Ray J. I think everybody remember Ray J.
Crazy as a motherfucker, boy.
Huh?
You gonna say Ray J the top 4 bottom singers?
He wanted to. He is multiple. I'm gonna go with that boy Jay Holiday. Put you to bed. Sound familiar? Sound familiar?
You that's hits, boy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they can't sing. Keisha Cole, number 3.
Something wrong with it.
And my last pulling up my the real. I'm gonna say Ashley Simpson. That's my 4.
Man, something wrong with this boy.
I agree with Ray J.
I'm gonna go with the shit. I'm gonna go with him. I can't talk about no Ray J. Radiation was one of the best albums. One Wish is a fucking hit. I don't know what y'all niggas talking about.
Sing it for you.
Huh?
Ask him to sing it for you.
They ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. He wasn't prepared for that verses if we going off of that. He wasn't prepared for that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead with Bob Dylan. If y'all familiar with Bob Dylan, right? He's this iconic rock and roll American folk singing. Motherfucker, yeah, he sounds like he's fucking mumbling. So
Hatchback of the ENT.
Give me a song.
I'm gonna go Bob Dylan. Then I'm gonna go Macy Gray. You know, she has some amazing songs, right?
She be sounding drunk and shit.
Like somebody choking the fuck out of cat. You did. I mean,
she got that raspy voice. She the Jada Kiss of R&B.
Hey, you winning right
crazy.
now.
That shit sound crazy, bro. But I love her. So she number 2. I'm gonna go Carl Lewis, bro. Carl Lewis should never be able to sing. He should never fucking sing. He tried it some years ago, and then
the Rockets.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, he had a whole single. Like they tried to make him a singer. The shit was fucked up. But yeah, he shouldn't sing no more. That's 3. And I'm gonna go ahead on, bro, and say well, I know y'all gonna get mad. Well, I'm gonna say Jennifer Hudson. Okay, I'm gonna say Jennifer Hudson because she do too much fucking hollering, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I understand, bro. I ain't your cup of tea. I ain't mad at it.
It's a lot of hollering. I mean, even when it ain't called for hollering. Hey, Jennifer, I want you to sing the kids a little lullaby. You know what I'm saying? Hush, little baby, don't. No.
Well, cuz I'm gonna jump you, bro. I'm gonna take the 3rd seat today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, have at it, buddy.
And I want y'all to really hear what I'm saying. Like,
I'm winning this Worst Singers battle. I'm just letting you know.
Listen and hear me. You feel me? When I say what I'm saying, don't take what I'm saying out of context. Really listen. Whitney on crack. Cracked out Whitney trying to sing. It was a chore.
Nights like this.
Come on, talk to me.
The raindrop will. Yeah.
One of my favorite singers. But remember what I said. Listen to what I'm saying. Old KC from Jodeci.
Nights like this.
That fucking who yeah. That who yeah ain't.
Who yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga struggling.
You winning, Goody.
Now I'm stretching. Nah, I'm really stretching. Right. Old Mariah.
You fumbling. Nah,
you dead on because Mariah ain't been singing like Mariah since.
I'm just saying she can't really.
No, 2020, like 2010. All that shit you hear now is fake.
Talk to me. And last, Terrence Howard.
Oh yeah.
The actor?
Yeah, the actor. Yeah.
You said singers, not actors.
They have people who
he's
are
an
capable
entertainer.
of doing both, right?
He's an entertainer.
No, but we say actors. I mean singers. You can't just move the goalposts. Anybody.
If you got an album, bro, you're a singer.
He's an entertainer.
And if you didn't know he was a singer, then shame on you.
Yeah,
but don't try to make it seem like I'm. You see what I'm saying?
Got songs out, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Playing the guitar and some more shit, man. Come on.
Hey, your boy too. Leon, remember Leon from the 5 Heartbeats?
Yeah.
He got, yeah. Cut it out.
Cause
man, I'm gonna try to rock with y'all. I don't know too many bad singers. I'll try to only listen to the good ones. But one of the motherfuckers who everybody else seem to think good that I disagree with, I'm gonna say Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? I heard the motherfucker singing on the stage, and it was rough. I'm like, that ain't the motherfucker I be hearing.
Look, he be making some good songs, but yeah, that shit be crazy.
Yeah, the song's fire. Like, but if you ask him to sing it for you in person, shit. Now the next one, bro, this is controversial. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time because I know he a legend. You know what I'm saying? And this is just my memory of him. I was like, man, who that motherfucker is trying to sing? And it was like, watch your mouth. That's James Brown. You know what I'm saying? So
James Brown never sang. James Brown just gave you a feeling. That's it.
Hey, but I know y'all done seen that meme when that boy pop up looking like he done been through it, Jerry.
Like he wore the fuck out, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah, look, We all have been that, Goody. We all have been that.
That's your fault. You did fall good, Red.
That's 2. The third one, I
Spit it
know what
out.
y'all. I know
Say,
y'all
bro,
gonna
shut up,
say
bro.
this nigga ain't no singer, but I feel like he be on all the songs as if he a singer, just yelling shit out. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Khaled.
I'm gonna say motherfucking Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? And his name on the headlines is Kirk Franklin and the other people. Like, nigga, you just the fucking song instructor, motherfucker.
Quiet.
Yeah, James Fortune too. He in that same thing.
And last but not least, and I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker might know how to sing. Just in my mind, they don't know how to sing. Britney Spears. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, baby.
I ain't mad at you, cuz. I ain't mad at you.
That's the top
That's
one.
my. We'll
About to
let the
say,
people
What y'all think of
decide.
the lead?
Right.
What y'all think of the lead singer from 112? Can he sing?
Ashley Simpson's trash too.
what his name was? Was Slim or something? That was his name,
Yeah.
Slim?
His
Yeah,
name was
give me
Slim.
his name, Slim.
Well, first off, he was kind of nasal. You feel me? I think he kind of had the. He got the nasal, similar to Keith Sweat, but nah, he not a strong singer to me. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear his solo album? It came out about 6 years ago.
I'm more than sure I heard like a single or two off it,
It's
but
pretty hot.
I don't think I was blowed. I go back and try to check it. Oh, we don't need that much of your face.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think Jagged Edge was really no hell of a fucking vocalist.
They not my favorites neither.
To be honest, dog, some people like they have hit songs and shit like that, but they can't really sing. They just have a good team around them. You know what I'm saying?
But know what it be too?
And that's all right. I'm with it.
They catch the formula of how to make the hit, and then they repeat like every song sound kind of the same.
Right.
That's how I
Kiki
feel about
Palmer ain't
Jagged
no fucking
Edge.
singer.
You know what I'm saying?
Kiki Palmer not a singer, but she got a singing career. She got a couple albums and shit.
Props.
I don't think fucking Willow Smith could fucking sing really, but she got some good music too.
Real. Turned out to be a pretty decent one, kid, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's because of us, man. That was a stupid ass. Look, don't come with them stupid ass.
I'm a goddamn counselor, therapist, therapeutic.
I do think it was some of the selections that the nigga had.
Look,
I knew I was gonna draw that out of y'all. I knew that's what
we make lemonade out of lemons. We make lemonade out of lemons, bro.
Props. Well, shit, bro. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yeah, man. All right, fellas. Shit, let's get on with the shit.
Let's get it on.
All right, man. We back. Definitely got the clip for y'all. Clip department came up with kind of a little collage of shit. But first, I just wanted to get y'all general thoughts and opinions on the Tyre Nichols situation. We know he was, beaten to death or whatnot by the 5 or however many other Memphis police were actually involved with the whole incident. So, yeah, man, give me all the initial thoughts and comments about the situation. Then I kind of want to run the clips and I want to talk about some of the different narratives that's going on surrounding the situation. Who we want coming out the gate?
Shit, I started off, you know me, I think it's fucked up. And it's just like what a nigga always say to me, police is police is police. They all pigs, you know what I'm saying? Now, my question when shit like this happen, where the good cops be? Like it was 5, 6, fuck a whole gang of cops, paramedics everywhere, and we couldn't find a good cop nowhere in sight. If the good cops ain't around when the goddamn crime going on, if you can't solve a crime right under your nose, what is you doing? I think it's fucked up. Obviously, to me, the shit seemed like it was like a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? And later on, it done came out with more shit saying that it was personal between him and one of the officers. So, I mean, to be totally honest, though, I haven't even watched the video. I don't feel like I need to watch the video to have an opinion on it because I've seen the video numerous of times already. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that it's black cops, but to me, when it come to cops, that's the one time I don't see color. A white cop and a black cop is the same as an Asian cop. It's just a fucking cop. You know what I'm saying? So I feel sorry for the dude family to have some shit like that. It's bad enough you lose your loved one, but to have like a horrific video like that floating around to kind of relive the trauma is just a fucked up situation.
Okay, man.
I say I was just gonna attack one point Rim made about where all the good cops at, because it seemed like they failed to protect this guy. They got a whole bunch of successful stopping of crimes from good cops somewhere. So you can't just act as if watching this one, and sometimes we see a lot of them already captured. What bad cops fucking up. You can't just say all of them like that. And speaking on this case specific, it's just unfortunate. It's just weird to see how many people was willing to jeopardize their future for this man's feelings. If we get deep and think about it, that's pretty much what they agreed to doing. How you feeling, partner? Oh yeah, let's satisfy how you feeling. What you need, we go to the extreme. That's just mind-boggling for adults, knowing how short life is to jeopardize their future and their careers for somebody else's feelings. I'm gonna pass it on with that. Go ahead, catch the pass, Alex.
Well, I'll rebuttal what you said, because something you said I won't respond to. You said they did it for somebody else's feelings. Personally, I think it was just another day at the office. Like, I don't think it's hard to get your coworkers to engage in some low down behavior if low down behavior is the norm. You know what I'm saying? We saw like 5, 6, maybe 7 cops involved. I'm willing to bet anything of value this wasn't none of them first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? All 6, 7, however many cops, they have all been fucking over people on the streets for years. You know what I'm saying? So when he went to them and said, hey, let's fuck over this guy, none of the cops was like, no, we can't do that. We here to uphold the law. They like, sure, where you at? Like, they probably didn't even ask why. Like, okay, this fun for us.
I'm sure he talked it up as if it was something that it wasn't. Or, you know what I'm saying, gave him to give him the go ahead to go on and do what he's doing. But just the whole point, we're not going to talk about cops. We're going to talk about people. To be pussy enough to want to hurt another man because he's now with the woman that you used to be with is some of the softest shit I ever fucking seen in my life. And I know a lot of guys who feel like that. Right? But I'm like, really, like, what's that all about? That's really giving, of a young man that wasn't raised by no man. Like that sounds like some super emotional shit. Like, you grew up with you and your mama type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how that is like saying like that whole mindset to want to do somebody some shit because she would, because the baby mama shit. I can't really get past that part. I mean, the cops kill people, all the time. I mean, they don't need a reason. He could have just been speeding that night and got his ass whipped, right? Same shit.
Right.
But I'm talking about just the mind frame of a man, whatever vice he used, he used his power as a cop. But still, if he wasn't a cop, still would have been a bitch ass nigga to be jealous over, his ex with another guy. I don't get that.
No, I feel you had. I feel you kind of just speaking to his character as a man, kind of in general. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dog. I'm with Cuz. I didn't watch the video. You know what I'm saying?
Neither did I. I seen it before.
Yeah, I felt the same way, bro. Like I'm not gonna even, internalize that. We done seen it too many times, and just all the different stuff that's coming out. Just, I guess, preaching to the choir. Just a tragedy. It's just some old sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? And all the different.
What are we gonna be able to learn from this, though?
Bro, man, look. Honestly, at this point right now, asking me that question, I couldn't even tell you off the top. You know what I'm saying? I could throw some shit at you, but is it really gonna be something different? You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't fuck with bitches who fuck with the police, because I don't really know what dude could have did different to preserve his life. You know what I'm saying?
That's number one.
Something you said had that I kind of want to double down on. You said you don't want to make it a cop thing because it's like it's more so about his individual character, and that's kind of my point. I feel like that's more oftentimes than not, that's the character of people who choose to be cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that's a normal character profession. You know what I'm saying? On the surface, it would seem as though it is because you're trying to uphold the law and get the bad guys and this and that. But somewhere along the way, the power corrupts, or either you're corrupted before you obtain the power, and you just act out on what you really is.
Right. When you're given that that latitude to be able to do what you want, say what you want, and act how you want, and you got this big blue shield behind you, right? And you got this immunity, man. No man should have all that power, bro.
Dog, cause we watch this shit. Well, we didn't watch it, but I'm just saying, the general public, you'll watch this shit, and it's like, okay, these cops you have on body cameras, it's people filming you with cameras. So you would think at some point you would be like, oh shit, I can't do this. But I think it's that level of superiority or invincibility. You feel like, fuck these cameras. I'm Officer Johnson. What the fuck they gonna do to me?
There's
people been getting caught. They've been arresting people when they catch them on body cams. So to be able to get that many people to volunteer to risk their career for his feelings is mind-boggling, dog. Like, you're gonna have your body cam on. Body cams capture what's popping. That's a route.
Okay,
first off, dog,
you came back with risking a career, but like Rim saying, what's the difference? There's no reason either. When you acting in that capacity, there's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? It could have been any reason. Like I said, it didn't have to be a personal reason. The same thing could have happened that night.
And that's what I was about to say, dog. Like, now when you keep saying, how did he get him to rest? First off, you don't know what he said or didn't say to get him to do whatever. To me, that's kind of besides the point. I feel like, kind of speaking to what I feel Hatchet and Cuz saying, ultimately, dog, for me, it's like, how do you view people? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you, like, to me, you don't view or value us if you could do a nigga like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't look at him like he nothing compared to you, because if you did, you wouldn't handle him as such. You look at him as one of them niggas. Like, you bought into the bullshit programming that everybody else been putting out, and that's why you fucked over him like that. You know what I'm saying?
He did this over a broken heart. That wasn't cop.
Man, nah, you did it over a broken heart, but ultimately you wouldn't do it to that degree if you viewed him in such a way. You see what I'm saying? Fuck the broken heart. I'm speaking about some whole other shit. That's
I don't think that has nothing to know about that. People with a broken heart don't care about no how.
He's not talking about from a heart. What he's saying is the respect.
This is why he committed the crime, though. Not because of how he views the dude.
But it's bigger than him, because like you saying, he have accomplices. You see what I'm saying? So all them, they heart wasn't broken. They just don't value the black man.
Right.
They got to do the job.
Right, like they just and then we know that out there they got what, the Scorpion Crew or some shit. Man, these people are known for terrorizing motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't value the citizens, us in particular, for y'all to treat somebody like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. There's no value for, like, the image in the
Come on, man.
in of the inner city man or citizen
Thank
is
you.
it
Yeah,
Cause
doesn't
he
that
hold
just
makes a lot
it
of
he
doesn't
sense.
just
hold much
one.
value.
Yeah, he just one person. He
Right.
heartbroken supposedly or whatever. His rounds ain't heartbroken. They riding because they
They're
feel
right.
like fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Right.
have those units in every city, every inner city in America,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they all put up top notch stats. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they
Them num
violate
them
people rights and they
Well,
break the law
well,
in order to put up those stats. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
well,
They
we can
The
only
F,
hope.
the FBI
We
the
can only hope
FBI
this is
do
an
like
example set to the rest of these motherfuckers who think they could get away with it. Hopefully, this save one or two more lives. Somebody who had it on their mind say fuck it tomorrow. You feel me?
now listen
So
listen
th-
listen because I
this ain't
think
the
you're missing the
first
point.
time this happened,
I,
and it
I
won't be
think
the
you're missing the
last
point.
time.
This
I know, but I'm
has
just
been a
saying, you know, about 50 of them niggas might still out there doing it. At least two of them make two stop at least. Chip
well,
away at the damn brick.
so Colin Kaepernick has a series out about a town, right? That people have been
Mm-hmm.
experiencing the same type of issues over and over again. A lot of killings, beatings, this, that, and the third. There's a lot of like Ren said, gang units within the police forces. There's like, you know what I'm saying, like hit squads almost.
Right.
And they go in like they know it's like that. Like people are gonna die, people are gonna get fucked up, people are gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that they already know exists.
Right. And
And and,
fellas,
and, and go ahead.
like this a hard one had, and I got you from, you know what I'm saying, when we talked before. So we gonna get into the second round, but we gonna continue this. I'm gonna drop the clip in. We could keep expounding on it, touch on some of the shit from the clip, and then we'll keep it moving.
A story about young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected some or put some black woman in charge of the police force. This is a
terminated over the murder of Tyree Nichols have now all been officially charged by a grand jury. Those charges range from second-degree murder to kidnapping. And a lot of people who see this are pointing out the fact that justice sure seems to be coming swiftly when the 5 officers look like this. I'm not going to speculate on why the grand jury found it easy to bring charges against them. Again, I've heard the body cam is absolutely horrific. And the Memphis police acted the way they should, quickly and concisely. The statement from their chief the other day was actually kind of moving. And their chief is a black woman. But all of that being said, from the moment this story broke, these images were associated with it. They had the faces of the officers out there from day one, as far as I can remember. And I have yet to hear a peep from a specific group that's usually very, very loud about situations like this. That group will just roll them up in a bundle and call them Blue Lives Matter. Normally, a situation like this, as soon as it's even implied that an officer could be responsible for the death, people are losing their minds from that group. They're sitting, no, you don't know what they go through. You always just want to say murder. Why didn't they comply? It's immediate with the victim blaming and what was his record and what did he do. Crickets on this one. Absolute crickets. There are people who believe when you join law enforcement, you're no longer black or white or brown. You're blue. That's the color you are now. Well, it seems like sometimes when the officer is black and then there's an alleged crime committed to a certain group, he becomes black again real quick.
I expect you to feel what the Nichols family feels. I expect you to feel outrage in the disregard of basic human rights, as our police officers have taken an oath to do the opposite of what transpired on the video. I expect our citizens to exercise their First Amendment right to protest, to demand action and results. But we need to ensure our community is safe in this process. None of this is a calling card for inciting violence or destruction on our community or against our citizens. In our hurt, in our outrage and frustration, there is still work to be done to build each other up, to continue the momentum of improving our police and community relationships and partnerships, to show those who watch us now that this behavior is not what will define our community and our great city. This is not a reflection of the good work that many Memphis police officers do every day. What comes next is our defining moment. What we all do next.
All right, we back. Rounds podcast. Been good. Hatch, Caveman, Ren. Couple shits, bro. First, Whitlock in his comments. We just heard from the chief, but Whitlock somewhat kind of bashing the lady and or the chief. And I guess if I want to see the point he was trying to make, I could find it. But I didn't necessarily. I wasn't feeling him, I guess I already think he a sucker, so I could have some bias there. And then as far as how swift the quote-unquote justice has come now, you know what I'm saying, as far as them being fired and indicted and all this shit, like right off the dump, basically. Is this the new standard that all law enforcement are going to be held to? Is this one-off? You know what I'm saying? Let's kind of continue the conversation. What's good with it?
All right. Well, I'm gonna start with Jason Whitlock. Yeah, he is a sucker. You feel me? And I'm trying to find his point too. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
only thing that I can go with what he said was this is an example of, you know, young black men not having any respect for the life of other young black men. You know what I'm saying? That's spot on. And you know, as far as the, you know, them being raised by a woman and all, you know, I don't know, he went left on that one.
Right. I was like, bro,
But
I get it.
But I can, because it kind of parallels to what I was saying a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? The mentality of a person who it wants to be vindictive, right? I'm not seeing somebody raised by a man. Now on the other side, when we was talking about justice coming down so quick because it's black people and all that. When I first heard about, you know, people saying stuff like that, I'm like, so okay, now you get what you want in a situation. Now you're complaining that it, you know what I'm saying? Like what, you know, we got to stop throwing the data in there for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like initially, but the more you look at it, and there's other people, you know, there was a white officer involved also who was holding the taser, hadn't been charged. They don't know what his face looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I think they actually just charged him. They put his face out in some more shit. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But initially,
no, yeah.
He's not the face of this scandal.
Oh hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Or one of the faces.
Right. And I'm saying this really didn't start off as big as it could have been, because I'm thinking had it been like white officers, it would have been much bigger story, because you know, now you can push racism. It's hard for them to find some racism like within the shit. So you know what I'm saying, they looking at something, but at the same time you can say they were, you know, even though they did that dumbass shit, they was confident enough to feel like that would have been all right. You know what I'm saying? So who they reporting to? Like why is that not in question?
So I'm for the Whitlock comments, I understand where he was coming from, because those sentiments have been echoed on the show. I was you called yourself hat because I was gonna call you out. I was like, nigga, you just said that earlier. You know what I'm saying? A couple of shows back, if y'all check the archives, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We you know what I'm saying, because some of this shit be reference material. You feel me? So on one of the previous episodes, we had pulled some statistics up that showed the likelihood of single black males.
My
Well,
man.
I don't even know if it was single black males, just single males in general. When
And
they're
then
raised by a
right,
female, when they're raised by a male, when they're raised
right.
by both parents, the likelihood of committing crimes and going to jail and being arrested and all that. So I do think there is some relevance to him bringing that up, but I just think him being who he is and the way it came out, the way he said it, kind of gonna land wrong. But
Right, because it wasn't in the right context.
Right.
right, he just threw that out there. And they
Right,
single black
right,
mamas.
right,
We don't
right,
even
right,
know this to
right,
be
right,
fat. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right,
And nigga don't like you, so
right,
you know what I'm saying. You ain't the motherfucker to be saying no shit.
right,
But
right.
as far as the second dude, the white guy who spoke, he said a lot of the things that I've been saying. Like as far as, because I want to touch on the racial component of it. It's
Uh-huh.
like so yeah, it is black faces that's the front of the scandal. Okay, so the justice do come a little quicker, which is in my estimation, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, take them pigs off the street. Now, if you want to point out the difference in the way it's handled when it's black cops as opposed to white cops, that should only serve notice to the black cops. Like, as a
Come on,
community
man. Come on.
seeking the justice, that shouldn't be a point of concern for us.
For the public.
Yeah, lock their fucking ass up. I wouldn't give a fuck what race they
I,
are because
I
they
I
blue.
Right.
I
Yeah.
just feel that there's less protection for them in that unit. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure that shit out when I was in the army. It's like we all green. That's what they tell us, right? So we go in it all green, and then we found out, you know what I'm saying, you all green until you go up against some white, and then your ass black again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna touch on the Whitlock.
The typical US story, nigga. You know how that
Come
go
on.
here. They gon' learn you.
Right.
Like the
Right.
first thing he talked about how the youth and the black man don't care about the black man. That's kind of a everyday thing, something we always, accustomed to hearing. I just didn't agree when he attacked the black police chief. This would have happened under anybody. Watch. They had it on their mind to do that. Ain't no stopping, when you feel like you could get away with it or you feel like you got the authority. We kind of know his character, so for him to attack her knowing it ain't really her, her fault for this type of behavior, we can kind of expect that. But I like how she carried how she handled her press conference and the way she spoke about, that don't reflect the city or the police officer. So that's where I'm at with it. We just got a bad couple bad apples in the barrel, in the pan, in the kitchen.
Nah, bro. Like I agree. Like when I heard the Whitlock shit, I basically the same shit that Ren said. I thought same thing. Episode we did, the stats that they ran. So that's why I say I could find the point because we just went over the shit. But again, who is coming from? How it was said wasn't feeling it. I did feel like he was trying to knife the chief too. I don't personally know her background or whatnot. Hopefully he do. That's why he was speaking like that. But just me feeling the way I feel about him, I feel like he was just saying the shit, just winging it. Even though I know he's a journalist, so a lot of that's probably my personal bias against him. You know what I'm saying? It's for go ahead.
Nah, you finish. I'm
as
gonna
far
say
as
something about what you said.
yeah, as far as the guy who was speaking about how swift the justice coming down and all that, to my knowledge, it is kind of unprecedented. It don't usually happen like that to cops. Not that I follow everything, but I feel like it's unprecedented. But at the same time, I feel like that's what it should be. So I'm not mad because they chose to move swiftly on who happen to be black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that you're getting what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that it came fast is a plus. I just wanted to come, so I'm not outraged that they move fast on y'all because everybody gonna try to paint it like they only did it because they black. that may be the case, but I'm still glad that it's done because I feel like y'all deserving. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
kind of my spiel.
Right. But I don't give the chief no leniency because it's a black woman. Like if anybody decide to tear into her ass, let them go head on because you talking about this is not it's an isolated thing, and it doesn't reflect the what you call it, the stats say different, nigga. They shoot and kill niggas all the fucking time. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like hey, that's just covering your ass and shit.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But you don't get to just cover your ass in the public, and the shit still happening. You know what I'm saying. The blood's still fresh on the fucking ground, and you telling the people that ain't nothing to see here. That's some dumb shit.
Yeah, that's like to me like the obligatory press release type shit. Say this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
It's too.
We've been hearing
It's
about
too.
it like
It's
the
time
hit
out.
squads
It's
and
time
shit
out.
out there.
It's time out for that shit for the community. It's like this. They're doing it for damage control, right? They just want to stop this shit until the next scandal come in and this go on out the fucking door. You see what I'm saying? They just got to hold on to the next rapper get killed in Memphis. And
Yeah,
then
it's damage
we get
control
off.
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody trying to save their job. Everybody trying to save face and cover their ass.
But I'm tired of that though.
If the police chief was a white man, we'll be calling into question his tactics and training methods and this and that. Because she's a black female, I don't think
you can only scrutinize her so much.
I
You
don't
got to
think
listen
we
to
should
her.
give her no fucking pass, nobody, none of that. Because again,
Right.
you blue bitch. I don't see no black female. I see a blue bitch. We gotta look at you. Your officers ain't trained. You have a culture of fucking over niggas. Like none of your officers reacted in a manner that we would deem appropriate or acceptable.
Real.
And it's your fault.
We could
You
keep
gotta go
it,
do.
but we could keep it red. We could keep it with just you and her. If you see her in the supermarket and you say, how you doing, sister? She's still gonna look at you like you a fucking the scum
like
of the
you
earth.
One of them niggas.
A fucking perpetrator.
Hey bro, excellent round. Y'all got any more comments on this one before we push?
Make bacon out them pigs.
Let's eat.
The police force.
To me, it clears the distractions out your brain a little bit, settles you down. It's like having a glass of wine.
Yeah. So did you smoke today?
Yeah.
And you're just fine?
I'm actually high right now. To me, it clears the distractions.
All right, fellas. We talking about athletes that openly smoke cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Openly use. In this case, Kevin Durant, known superstar, great baller, top 10 probably all-time player. First off, y'all thoughts on cannabis use by athletes? Do y'all feel that, I guess, the whole role model stigma shit, do that have any bearing on that? And for some who I feel may, I guess, handle it a little recklessly or be caught up in the media with the shit like a LaMelo Ball, just kind of give me y'all thoughts on athletes with the pot.
Well, I think that first of all, it's hypocritical for the NFL, the NBA, and just professional sports period, right, to be so hard or have a hard drawn line stance against marijuana when one of their biggest sponsors is the alcohol companies, right, which cause so much fucking damage, which has millions of Americans addicted. There's car crashes. There's all kind of shit that's coming from the fucking alcohol. But they're demonizing the marijuana. They did it for 20 years, right? But now that legislation from state to state is changing, and there's going to be a commercial market for marijuana pretty soon. Just like they did with prohibition, they held it up until they got their hands on it, and then Now once the feds is start, growing marijuana, now they're gonna start opening it up, and I believe that they're using these guys now. That's why he's sitting down talking to goddamn David Letterman about, that they're trying to soften this shit up. And I just think
I
that,
don't like.
pretty soon they will.
I'm gonna say I'd rather them not promote that to our kids, because they'll get carried away with it and just be reckless, like Hatch was saying earlier. Having that being spoken about so freely is just opening the window for kids, to get addicted to it and become a habit that they, like smoking cigarettes, drinking too much. You don't want that to become a habit. Some people do it just to relax, whatnot, but yeah, it still is a habit, and I think most people really would rather not have that habit. But so I'm kind of on the fence with it when we're talking about our athletes being outspoken about it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of iffy, especially looking at the way people, society going. They got all these new damn drugs. They let alcohol go free in the game, in the stadiums and in the arena. So it's just opening the door for some more shit. That's kind of how I look at it.
Personally, I'm definitely like almost right down the middle on this one. I'm kind of on the fence because I see it from both sides. I definitely don't see a problem with athletes smoking. I think that's better than some of the pills they try to push down their throat and some of the injections they try to give them to, you know, keep them on the playing field or on the stage or however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I do think Hat made an excellent point when he was pointing out how these sports leagues, it almost seems like the only time you see a beer or alcohol commercial is during a sporting event. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's much more harmful than marijuana consumption. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm on the fence, because I definitely understand what Lil Cleve's saying. Like, if you're a little kid and you look up to Kevin Durant, yeah, your parents could be involved in your life and telling you say no to drugs and this and that, and you can't do drugs and accomplish your goal if you're aspiring to do these great things. And the kid looking at it like, well, Durant could do it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that.
That's why I would say education, bro. Because just in what you're saying as far as don't use drugs, first off, we need to knock the stigma off of shit. You know what I'm saying? I would personally say don't promote, but don't shy away from. You know what I'm saying? And then I would say let's really be mindful of what's going on as far as the science with it and what it really could do. Like, let's just get off the, I want to smoke and eat chips. You know what I'm saying? And let's look at mental health. All the pressure that the athlete may be under, the anxiety, so forth and so on, and what benefits do the cannabis actually have for the athlete or said individual. You know what I'm saying? They promote beer, you know what I'm saying, but we ain't talking about what they promote in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? We talking about what the athlete used and should he promote it and shy away from if he own it or not. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say to me, somebody like LaMelo, who, like, and it could be totally off base, but they tried to me to promote LaMelo as he's a pothead who like to eat chips, which that could be cool because ultimately still doing this thing, but it have a different stigma on it. To me, we got to try to knock some of the stigma off the shit. And you know what I'm saying? Let's really speak to the benefits of how it can help as opposed to some of the other drugs and shit that they push because ultimately it's lucrative for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, but I don't want it to be pushed so hard that it makes it okay for the kids to think it's cool to take.
Say something. That's kind of muted.
Huh?
I'm talking to Hat. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't want it to be pushed so heavy, even though they got positive benefits to it. I don't want it to be pushed so heavy where the kids start thinking is they could do what grown-ups do, because that's the first thing to attack.
But let's be real here. If no athlete ever says anything about weed smoke or consumption or anything like that, the 13, 14, 15-year-old kid who gonna try that, they gonna
Boy,
try it anyway. Like Durant saying that or not saying it, I don't know how much influence that really have or don't have, because you still inundated with it. It's still in the music. It's still in social culture now. Weed is legal in some places. So in some places you literally seeing billboards and advertisements for it.
So you pretty much
So
saying it ain't no escaping it. You right?
yeah, like cause what I'm gonna say is, like, if we're not concerned with the beer commercials during the family sporting event steering the kids to alcoholism, why are we concerned with the athlete who consumes it, who's saying they consume it?
and the way he articulated it to me, it was, it was straight, help relax me, so forth and so on. Hey, what's how much over that, baby? Talk to me, cause you're good on my end. I ain't.
Yeah, I don't like he promoted it while he was high. Kind of, it's like talking about drinking habits and being drunk. Kind of be sober when you're being interviewed.
Nigga, you asked me. You wouldn't have never knew I was high if you wouldn't have asked. He didn't just come out and say, "Hey, Dave, I'm high."
Right. That's an example for another motherfucker to come out unprofessional.
So not everybody following a KD example. Because the niggas
Somebody
ain't stop
will.
brushing their hair.
Niggas ain't brushing, been stop brushing their hair, dreadlock.
That's true.
Some niggas gonna go somewhere high. Like, fuck it.
But them niggas was gonna go somewhere anyway, Cleve. Like, nigga ain't watched Durant like, okay, now I'm gonna smoke this blunt and go. I wasn't gonna do that before I saw this interview, but now I got the green light.
What kind of influence are you talking about then? There's a such thing as influence, dog.
I mean, I agree. I do think he have a certain level of influence, and I do see how I think the hooper kid community more so than anything. But again, dog, like, once you get to an age where you really into it and you gotta do things for pain management and for recovery, you gonna consider that anyway, because the alternative is pills and shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Durant was taking some type of medication to play, will we say the same thing? Oh, he shouldn't speak on that because kids might want that medication. I mean, man, just letting you know what he do. Get ready, you
In
hear me?
essence, all it is medication. You dig?
These kids gonna puff the Magic Dragon regardless, you hear me?
Boy.
What's wrong with Hat, man? Cat got your tongue over there?
Nah, we having some tech problems, dog. He's saying he muted. I ain't got him muted, but something ain't working. Cause when he just popped in, it said he wasn't on the feed. Then the box popped in late, but I can't. Ain't nothing coming through. All y'all white on the screen.
Won't he do it? Will he won't? Yeah.
Cleve been praying for that moment, you heard me?
Gotta edit that, you hear me? Water. Yeah, see, you own that bitch, nigga.
He on the screen. I don't hear him saying nothing, though.
Yeah, you got green balls, your mic white.
Tell him make sure he ain't mute himself.
Yeah, check your drink. All right, let me see. All right, you trying to?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah. There you go, boy.
Oh, fuck,
man.
Yeah,
Get in there, baby.
Anyway, like I was trying to say, bro, about the marijuana use and the parents. I think Cleve said something about being a role model. The parents trying to curb the kids away from drugs, and then You know, but Kevin Durant could do it because, you know, all of this shit you telling me to do and all this other shit, right? You can't do it while you high. But let's be fucking honest about what, you know what I'm saying? They got half of these kids already on fucking meds. You know what I'm saying? Ritalin, Adderall, this, that, and the third, HDD, and all this other stupid ass shit, right? All of the fucking parents are popping pills, right? The mom, she has anxiety, so she's taking Xanax. The dad is popping
Pertans
Perks
and
because he
shit,
hurt
huh?
his back at fucking work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's all over. Why are we, you know what I'm saying, so harsh on marijuana, but everything else that has way more consequences, right? Why are we disregarding that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Let's knock some of the stigmas off the shit, and like you said, let's address the real shit. You see what I'm saying?
I think as a result of a effective marketing campaign, like I think for the most part, weed is still viewed as a drug. You know what I'm saying? I
Cuz
don't.
Rat, welcome back, baby.
Wait, what?
Welcome back, baby. You heard me? Look.
What, you couldn't hear me?
Oh,
No,
I heard you. I done heard you all day today. Welcome back, baby.
Oh, all right. Nah, I'm just saying, like, I feel like that it's just an effective ad campaign to what niggas feel like weed's still a drug. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to reclassify it or whatever, because I really look at weed on the same level as, say, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I feel like it's lesser than alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Now, right here in Texas, you can't drink and drive, but there are drive-through alcohol places. And we know how it is back home, nigga. You get a daiquiri, get right in traffic with that bitch. You hear me?
Look how important alcohol is during the motherfucking pandemic, bro. You hear what I'm saying? During the pandemic, everything was closed, not the liquor store.
Props.
That was considered essential.
That shit is essential.
Trying
You
to
know what I'm
keep them in a
saying?
good spirit, yeah.
The same way
Nigga, look.
marijuana is. You know what I'm saying?
Props.
Right. They had the dispensaries open too. Those states who was you know, it was illegal. They had them open, and that's why I'm saying, that's why they would have never had Damon.
You're a little choppy. You know, I know you moving, must be. Hey, question for y'all, bro. Y'all won't get into something, or y'all want just informational and kind of get out of here? Nothing too heavy, just
Why not?
I got something could go either way. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we gonna say the shit for next time. The basketball chick, cuz we'll do that one another day. And I'm just gonna can I find it? We're gonna do it like this. Bam.
Tell y'all how the foundation of New Orleans Bounce started in London. Yes, London. Now, really, we know it all begins with James Brown and his song Funky Drummer, okay? That breakdown part by Clyde Stubblefield basically gave birth to all of hip-hop. Everybody named Mama done sampled this song. Now, usually in the 80s in places like New York, they'll sample the breakdown like this. But somewhere in London, this DJ named Derek B put his own spin on it. He comes straight out of the brickcore breakbeat scene, and he made it sound like this. Now, that was in 1987. But then, in the same year, this DJ named Cameron Paul, straight out of San Francisco, took it to a whole nother level. He took that sample from Derek B and added some screams and rhythms from James Brown, The Boss, and Get Up Off of That Thing, called it the Brown Beat, and boom, we got this. Somehow that record made it down to New Orleans. Somebody added that Trigger Man beat by the Showboys. And that became the birth of New Orleans Bounce and the signature that we know for the New Orleans sound today.
Yeah,
That was a
bro.
good breakdown.
Yeah, just some shouts out to, what I'm saying, to the culture back home. We all then got busy off that brown beat, variation of that thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just thought it was a little interesting clip. We like music on the show, so hit him with that one. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say?
Hey,
Too much.
One more time.
I say they got so much information out there, it's damn near too much. I ain't got enough brain to hold that and all the other shit I need to know. Damn.
Yeah, you ain't got a
Well,
whole
we been
lot.
knew you ain't have enough brain. We been knew that.
No, I say the whole game and everything. I can't have it all.
Hey, look, I'm gonna just say this, dog. That little clip, it just kind of reinforced to me, dog. Cause being born and raised in New Orleans, I think me personally took a lot of shit for granted, and like moving away from the city and just seeing the way we influence so much shit. Not only the music culture, but the food, the pop culture, the swag. Like
Attitude.
everything's got like like you know what I'm saying. Like we have a little bit. Like to say New Orleans such a small place compared to some of the bigger cities, we have like a major influence on damn near every
Everywhere.
walk of life.
You from New Orleans?
What to say,
Let me
Hat?
deal with you, different.
About to get out here. You got something?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Look, I don't like the title of that clip. That shit was because like if you're reading the title and you're listening, it's like she trying to say, you know what I'm saying, or how London influenced. From the story you told, bitch, very little. The nigga from San Francisco could have took the brown beat and did it on his fucking own. The nigga ain't fucking in London didn't do shit. Why they threw that in there?
Yeah, like Cleve said, too much info, baby.
Yeah, that shit didn't make no sense. London had no fucking influence.
She said that's where it started at. What you mean? She gave the first beat from the man from London. Then another took that same.
No, listen. She said a guy in during the same year, he made this and he made that. Okay, well niggas wasn't bopping with the one nigga made in England. Nigga was fucking with the one made in fucking California. That shit didn't get to New Orleans. What the fuck is she talking about? He didn't take it from him. He took it from James Brown.
That's the etymology of the beat. You heard me? Like it's kind of
Good
like when
talk the word. Good talk the word, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could have said the same thing and not said nothing about the nigga in London because he ain't got no chain of command. I'm saying nobody took what he did.
He was first.
But you got to think about it.
It's he didn't say London, it was first. They say in the same year. They say in the same year. He didn't say he was first.
Yeah, he was
second.
She
said he was first.
They say in the same year.
She said he made the beat, then his other nigga used it and put something on it.
Listen,
so
how he sampled you can't sample a sample. What the fuck is that? It's just James Brown.
This what I need y'all
he
to
took
do.
my sample. It's James
Y'all
Brown.
run it back and then y'all listen to it again to see just what they said on the clip. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and then y'all can tell us right around. I'm talking to the audience.
I'm saying this. The dude sampled James Brown. He sampled the drums. He sampled the breakdown. He didn't have to hear nobody else sample that in order to get what he made. You see what I'm saying?
Get down.
Like,
so what's the point of purpose of the nigga in London? What she brought up London for? What was the whole point of him?
Hey, bro.
That's my point.
This the whole point and purpose. Our music is pretty dope. Everybody love the Trigger Man. Everybody love the brown beat. We use it the best. We created a whole culture off that thing, which generated a lot of business, jobs, opportunities, and all that shit, and brought more shine to the city. You know what I'm saying? So for that, You know what I'm saying? Once again, woke one morning, boy. That used to be the shit on that brown beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all good, man. So we out the door, man. For Hatch, call me when you want. Just don't call me collect. Ren, aka Snowfall, because they snowed in, baby. Inclement weather. K-Man 55, salute to you. OG good, it been good. Slim good, if see you in the streets. It's the Rounds Podcast. We out the